All right, guys, here I am back again, your at-home workout. Before I go into our workout of the day, just want to talk really quickly about establishing a new routine for the coming months, weeks, months. We don't really know how long it's going to be. But it's going to be super important and something we're going to really be trying to push with all of you and keep you accountable to. And that's setting up a new normal for your everyday. Something that can happen in a time like this, and I'm sure if you're working from home and or you have kids, you're already kind of feeling this, the days are going to feel pretty long. And if you don't establish any routine from the beginning, you kind of risk getting into a rabbit hole of staying in your pajamas for a long time, snacking, possibly even leading into a little bit of depression because we are not able to see people throughout the day like we normally are. So today I want you to get out your pen and paper, establish a timeline and a new routine for what your days are going to be look like. From the time that you wake up, which is a really good thing to wake up at the same time every day, to making sure that you're getting dressed, what time you're gonna eat breakfast, what time you're gonna do house chores, what time you're gonna do work, etc., etc. Obviously still getting in some fun stuff to do that you wanna work on, or even if you wanna have some TV time, put it in there, but try not to make your days just open and whatever happens, happens, because we are creatures that like routine, and establishing that from the beginning is gonna be much easier to get into rather than 2 weeks down the road being like, man, I wish I had established a routine, and it's gonna be a lot harder to climb out of that. So do that now. I promise it's gonna really help. And it'll probably get to the point where you don't have to go by the exact timeline. You'll get into a little bit of a groove and you can kind of carry it from there. So that's my suggestion. Getting into our workout, our warm-up today is going to be 2 rounds. Each minute, you have a minute for each section. So for the first minute, you're gonna do 10 air squats plus 20 shoulder taps. However fast you complete that, you're gonna rest the remainder of the minute. The air squat is just our basic body weight air squat, and the shoulder taps are gonna be touching opposite shoulder as hand. So for the air squats, they're gonna look like this. And our shoulder taps are gonna look like this. Shoulder taps are 20 total, 10 per side. Once you complete that minute 2, we're getting into 15 lunges plus 5 push-ups. For these lunges, I want them to be reverse lunges. So we're gonna focus on keeping our knee over our heel. So you can kind of look down for a couple of these reps to make sure you're doing that. So we're gonna come down. Just like so. For the push-ups, regular push-ups, same standards apply as always. Hips and chest touch the floor. And if you need to do these from your knees, you can. Third minute is gonna be lateral hops. No objects just yet, you're just gonna do them on your floor. You can kind of pretend there's an object there and jump over. 20 total, 10 per side. Fourth minute, 5 jumping lunges, 5 burpees. So the jumping lunges are gonna be what we are doing in our workout as well. We'll start standing, jump into that lunge, and I'm jumping up and landing in that lunge position every time. Just be careful not to really crash onto your knees and kind of hold some control in that last inch or 2. And 5 burpees. All right, moving on. So our workout for today is this 21-15-9 jumping lunges and burpees over an object. As you guys know, the 21-15-9 is typically a sprint, so there's gonna be no change to that today. It should be a sub 10-minute workout. So a couple things to go over before we get started. First things first, it's jumping lunges per side. So really it's gonna be 42 total, 30 total, 18 total. The jumping lunges sneak up on you. It's one of those things, the first 10 to 20 might feel pretty good. You might be able to get through them pretty quickly. Maybe even that first round is a breeze. but coming back to it after those burpees, those quads are really gonna be burning. So I just want you to keep in mind as you get started, don't try to sprint out the gate on that first round. I want you to be moderate in your pacing of your first round. It's just enough reps where if you go too hard, when you go back to your 15, you're gonna see a significant decrease in speed, and I want the opposite to happen. I want you to start off moderate, and after each set, be able to ramp up your speed. So that last set of 9 is really at a sprint pace, and when you finish, you kind of have to fall on the ground because you're so tired. So for the jumping lunges, like I said, just be careful. I would do 2 to 3 sets on that first set, kind of shake out your legs, just so you don't reach that point where you physically can't do them anymore. If jumping lunges are really hard for you to begin with, we can simply do an in-place reverse lunge without actually jumping during the movement. For the burpees over an object, we want it to be about the height of a barbell. So you can pick an object in your house. I'm going to use this marker box as an example. They are lateral facing burpees, so I'm not concerned about opening up, standing up all the way at the top. I'm just concerned about staying low and getting over my object as quickly as possible. Just like so. So if you have any questions, yet again, let me know, send me a message, and make sure to put your times into SugarWOD.